Hello guys, welcome once again. This is the part 10 of our peer-to-peer file sharing system. From this part, obviously we continue from the part 9, so we keep on working on our file sharing services. We will as well work on the file search engine, obviously, to make available files available to the connected peers. So rather than just talking too much, we just start working. So first of all, what we do is we go to the domain, we go to FileShare.domain, and the models, we open the file that we've created on the previous episode or series, whatever you call it. Now we add a couple of class to it. First of all, we add a public class that will be file metadata. We move it to the file metadata.cs. obviously we put in a constructor, and that will take in a couple of parameters. First of all, you will take string file ID. You take another string, which is the file name, and then one last int, which will be the file length. That's all we need for here. So what we do is we create a new properties, file ID, that will pass it on. File name, that'll be a file name. Then file length, that'll be file length. So what we do is you just create the properties. And one more thing, we would make them get no sets. Okay, that's set for here. What we do is on the same folder we add another class. We call it it's a public class, of course. This will be a file part model. This will be the return type of our file share service. This will actually return part of the file, and once we get at the client side, we'll be able to put them together. So what we do, we move it to filepartModel.cs. obviously we add a constructor that will take in our file. So what we do is we add another private field file. So what we do is we set the value of the private field to the incoming parameter. That's fine now. So what we would do is we add some properties. This one will be the file part. It will be a get set. Another property, string, that will be a file ID. So this one we can just set the values straight. So we say file.file ID. So one more thing is we put down the file itself, the binary or the bytes, or whatever you call it. You call it the file bytes, and we can make it get sets. So as you can see, we sorted out for here now. I'm just trying to make it much more quicker, so obviously we can save more time. So what we would do, one more thing we do is inside the folder here, file search folder, we add a new class, and we call it file search result model. So this will actually contain the results of any file query that we make. Well, at the moment, what we do is we leave it for like this for now. We come back to it and work on it, but it's okay at the moment. And what we would do next is we go to the contracts here, then we add certain details to it. So first of all, what we do is inside the contract, we've got a folder, FileShare with nothing inside. So what we do is we add a new interface. And then we just add a class and we change it to an interface. So we say FileShare service. So as you can see, we can put our public interface, and there we go. You set for here. So what we would do inside the FileShare, we put we put an attribute, service contract attribute, just like this, and then we add in some operation contracts in. So first of all, we put our operation contract, and that we set that is one way to false, because obviously we return a value. So what we return here is the file path model. That's what we will return here. So what we do is we get this one, will return all the file bytes. So we won't actually do any, we won't divide this to anything. And what we do is we just pass the file metadata. We add one more operation contract, and it's the same. Set the one way to false, and this one would be, obviously, file path model. This one would be get file path bytes. Then we will take this parameter, the file path, and the file meta. So that's pretty simple. This all we're gonna do for here. So, and one more thing here is what we would do is go to the services folder, and we go to the iPing services, and we add one more operation. So we got operation contract. This one we set to true. We don't return no value, so it's a void method. So it's void search files. Search file or files, so whatever we want to do. So what we do is we pass in our search term. That's all we would do for here for now. We might come back later on. So what we do next is we come to our Logix project, FileShare.logix, and we come to the service manager, come to the ping service, and then we implement the method we've just defined. So that will be our search files. Fine. So in here we add one more delegate. So we say public delegate, and that's a void. And then we say file search results delegate. That will take in, so that will take in a FileShare results model, FileShare file search results model. You can say file search, whatever we want to put in, that's fine. And then we come back inside the ping service class, and we add this event, public event, and we say file search results Okay, obviously the event, we have to pass in the file search delegate, and then we say file search results. We use this as our event, to which we will pass in the incoming results to the peer. So obviously we will invoke our event here later on. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. The next video, what we do is we will build on the search engine, so that we'll be able to make some query through the network to get some results. So stay tight, and catch you up on the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. There's more videos coming up, and obviously you can make suggestions. Just drop a line, and I'll always respond to it. Thanks a lot, and bye bye. Have a nice day or night, wherever you seem to be in this world, mate.